Okay, so here you go. Ranger's got his full portion of hay. Palace has his full portion of hay. And John has his full portion of hay. And then I came through here next to Palace, who right now he's giving me enough space. Those are a couple of very small flakes I threw here just before they get to the end of the mats, just a couple small flakes. These guys, I went ahead and I threw 2 small flakes, one inside and one outside there with flip. So they both have hay. So hopefully nobody's going to complain about not having food. Even if he gets booted, he could come all the way around and help flip with his flake until they discover that and then boot him. And then he'll have the whole barn. So that's what I'm hoping for the stalls. But as I said, you know, I'm normally, of course, this video is not capturing the graining process, but it's pretty simple. You know, you've got over here, you know, they won't all leave the barn when I tell them the word out, but I say it more aggressively. I'm not going to tell them to get out right now because I want them to eat. You know, I've got my grain bin here, and inside the grain bin, got the red scooper. This is for the 3, 1 bucket, 2 bucket, 3 bucket full, and then each pony gets this much, and this would be full too. And I would just take this and dump it across there, and then that would be for lightning, and then I would get another scoop and then bring it through under here and in here, and then usually flip a lot of times will be in your way. You're gonna have to kind of really boot him. Don't be afraid to almost kick him. He bit me in the back the other day, and I don't want you getting bit. Maybe even before you start the graining process, you can go out there and get his bin right up to this edge here. That way you don't have to step in there for any reason, because as I said, he can be a bit of a brat, and I don't want you getting bit because he's thinking you're not going fast enough or something. But that's pretty much it. And of course, as I said, I scraped this all out here. These trash bags are all full of shavings. I use a very, very, very thin layer. If it is, and I only use it if it's actually wet. If it's relatively dry, don't worry about it, but you can actually see, like, that's the mat. Like, that's the mat right there. So you can see how thin. It's not very much shavings. And then, of course, I've now switched from my shovels to my pitchfork here to go clean up this morning's poop, which is usually mornings are the worst. You're going to find the most poop out here then, and it will be a very full wheelbarrow when you're done. But afternoons are usually quicker, so that's always nice. Of course, the earlier you get here, the more likely you are to beat the heat, which by the time you're doing this, it may not be as bad as it is right now, where it's pushing 100, or trying to. All right, hopefully this helps. Okay.